Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. We got quite a little mess going on here, don't we? But anyway, I have pulled out all of my dishes and items that I need for except one thing. Well, there it is. I will need my cheese grater as well. But anyway, I have everything pulled out that I'm going to need to make lunch today, which lunch today is some leftovers from our Valentine's Day supper from last night. I did not record anything. All I did was take a few pictures. So if you're interested in wanting to know what we had last night for our Valentine's Day supper, stick around till the end of this video and I will share some pictures. So I have 2 baked potatoes that are left. These are the other 2 that I cooked in the crock pot that I showed in yesterday's video. I'm just going to take those out. I'm going to set them on a plate and make sure that you can kind of see where that was scored, I believe, where I poked it with a fork. Going to make sure that side is facing up. And I'm going to put these in the microwave and heat them up. Scoot that over. That item's next. Alright, let's see. Let's stick them in for about 3 minutes. The next thing that I'm going to do is put this butter in front of the microwave. This is going to be put into a smaller container. This is a lemon blueberry cake that I made. It's really good. No, we did not have all that last night. But I'm going to cut out some for me and Steve for lunch, and then the rest of it I'm going to put in a smaller container because I don't like glass. I'm afraid I'm going to drop it, which I probably will drop it if I don't put it into, into a different container. So I'm going to put it into this container right here, and I'm just going to cut. Oh, that looks good right there. And I will leave the recipe for this cake down below in the description for you. It was amazing. It's one of those wacky cakes that doesn't use any eggs or milk or butter. However, it's one that uses the baking soda and vinegar. However, silly me, forgot to put the vinegar in this, but thankfully for the lemon juice, it worked out fairly good. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's still good, but I think it would be even better if I had not forgotten the vinegar. I did use frozen blueberries in it because there was no fresh blueberries, and I've never made this before, so that's so good. And I did put I did powdered sugar and milk and vanilla and made a glaze to put on top. So I'm going to stick this down in the refrigerator. I'm going to stick this over in the sink carefully. Then my dessert is ready to go. We don't have a whole lot for lunch today because of poor planning on my part as usual. But we've got the 2 baked potatoes. I'm going to get us some cottage cheese, which I forgot the container for that. I have to get that container. Get us some cottage cheese, and then the cake and the baked potatoes. So there's that. No, I thought I got a container down for cottage cheese. No? I guess I didn't. Wait. I guess I'll have to use this big one. My lids for these containers, I've had these containers for a while, and all my lids are getting broken and cracked. But I didn't finish all of my supper last night, so we have cottage cheese here that we're going to reuse, and I'm going to add to that because we both like cottage cheese and we both eat it the same way. So, and this will be a bowl for us to share. I'll leave a little bit in the container. You can share that. This is interesting. Okay, this is the front side of my lid. This is the back side of my lid. The ink got on the back side. Interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Which, I don't know how you guys eat baked potatoes, but a little bit of cottage cheese on a baked potato is really good. So I'm going to set that there. I'm going to put my cottage cheese away. Let's see how these potatoes are going. This is my sour cream. This is leftover from what we used last night. I don't think they're warm yet. Another 3 minutes. So, what we had for supper last night, for Valentine's Day supper, my nose, I don't know if it's weather or what, my nose just runs constantly, but I guess that's better than being plugged up. But anyway, as you know, we started the baked potatoes during lunch yesterday, and I told Steve no peeking, which he said he did not peek. He was actually surprised. The only 2 items that he knew he was getting for sure was steak, because he asked for a ribeye, and he knew he was getting the cake, the lemon blueberry cake, because I made that and we tried it because we weren't sure. We tried it without the frosting because we weren't sure that we were going to like it. But it was, like I said, it's actually really good. Had I made it correctly, it would have been even better, I guarantee. But we had the anyway, I cooked Steve the ribeye. I bought some shrimp, just some little, they weren't the big ones, just a smaller size. All I had to do is heat them up. Bought some shrimp. I heated some of that up for him. I had some cocktail sauce with that. The steak, I just cooked it with, I just seasoned it with salt and pepper on both sides. And I overcooked it slightly, but it was still in his agreeable range, although he would have eaten it anyway. I would have fixed it. We had the baked potato, we had cottage cheese, I had a little salad for both of us. I bought one of those salad mixes. I got the bacon blue cheese salad mix, which was pretty good. What did I say? Cottage cheese. Okay, steak, shrimp, baked potato, cottage cheese, salad. And then I made some homemade buttermilk biscuits, which I overbaked those, so they were a little hard, but they were still good. They were a little dry too. I think I should have added a little bit more buttermilk, but I don't normally make buttermilk biscuits, homemade buttermilk biscuits, so I need a little more practice. I need a lot more practice on that. And then for dessert, we had the lemon blueberry cake. I did, like I said, make the glaze to put on it. And then to drink, I had purchased some bottles of the IBC root beer. So that's what we had for our Valentine's Day supper. Steve was actually, ow, that's hot. Steve was actually surprised. He ended up having to go out and unlock a car right before he was supposed to come eat. But it worked out because I wasn't quite totally done. I will finish off that 35 seconds. I wasn't quite totally done with putting everything together, so it actually worked out quite well. And instead of just sitting like we normally do, I set up a nice little table and remembered a Valentine's Day card that I'd gotten for him last year that I had set aside and then I couldn't find. So I had that out for him, and then like I said, I did a little bit of decorations on the table. You might recognize the decorations if you've been around a while and you've seen stuff in my craft room. So I used the little sequiny hearts and the pink flowers that I've had in my craft room forever. Alright, let's check these potatoes. I'm going to stick them in here. I think they should be hot all the way through. Whew. So I got a fork and a spoon here. Spoons for me, forks for Steve. Yep, those are hot. Ow. I think I will take this one. This is a smaller potato of the two. Just gonna go, whoo, steamy. You see that steamy? Woo. I'm just gonna go in here and break up a little bit of the potato. Steve says he wants butter and sour cream and a little bit of cheese. I'm not real worried about it staying like a potato shape. It's going to get flattened out anyway. Alright. So, I've got the butter and I've got the sour cream. These potatoes are... I know, don't complain about the amount of butter I'm putting on my potatoes. I like butter. We like butter. We like moist potatoes. We don't like them hard and dry. And yes, we probably... No, we don't probably. Yes, we overdo on the amount of butter on our potatoes, but that's how we like them. And it's not really butter, it's margarine, so that makes it even worse. I said that yesterday, and I'll say it again today. You only live once, so enjoy what you eat. Unless you can't enjoy what you want to eat. I realize there's limitations for some people. They would rather have something else, but we currently do not have that problem, so we're going to enjoy what we eat as much as we can. Or as long as we can, too. Alright, that one is mine, like I said. Okay. I'm going to give Steve some sour cream. He can salt and pepper his own potato. Because knowing me, I'd probably put too much on there, or not enough. So if I leave it up to him to do his own, then I'm not at fault. That'll work. I finished up that I portioned out last night. Put my butter away. Steve said he wanted some cheese. What's this? Oh, I did have a container for the cottage cheese. I'm going to put it in this. Oh, well. So, got me some, I don't know, this is the yellow and white cheese. It's like it's, I'm going to grate some onto here. That looks good. We'll put some on mine too, just because I like cheese. That looks good. Just get all that cheese off of there. There's that. And I think we're about ready to go. Put the lids on these. I got the 2 baked potatoes, got the cottage cheese, and I've got the dessert. I'm also going to take, this is about gone. We bought this, and I do not care for this. I don't think it has a whole lot of flavor. It's that popcorn salt. I've been using it on things like potatoes and stuff like that. So I'm going to take this with me to hopefully finish it off and put on my potato. We'll see. If I don't finish it off, I'll have to use it next time. Put my cheese away. So let's get this bagged up and we'll be ready to go. And like I said earlier, I told you what I fixed, so make sure you stay until the end of the video, which isn't too far away, and I will share pictures of our Valentine's Day dinner. Don't forget my salt stuff. There's that, and the silverware, and you don't need the grocery. There you go. You don't need the grocery advertisement. And the water. So I want to thank you guys for joining me making lunch today, and which I didn't say, this is Wednesday, February 15th. But I will see you probably tomorrow in another Make Lunch With Me video. I have yet to do any crocheting or any fiber stuff this week. I'm going to try today. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I will see you in my next video.